I'm Nina. This is the Panic Button.
I'm Jessie, and this is the Panic Button.
Yes. So Lena Dunham is going viral. But before I get into why she's going viral, I'm just going to give you a little breakdown of Lena Dunham. So she's some rich chick who was born into wealthy parents. Technically, she's an American writer, director, actress, and producer. She's a creator of the HBO show Girls. She directed some episodes, whoop-de-doo. Anyway, why she's going viral is because of this clip that I'm about to show you right here, and we're going to watch it now.
We live in a culture that is so deeply fat-phobic, misogynistic, racist, ageist, all the ists, and is forming every single day our dynamic with our body, whether we like it or not.
Well, fatphobic isn't an ist, it's an ick, right?
Sure.
And phobic, what's phobia? Phobia, an irrational fear.
Or hatred.
Or hatred. Phobia.
Mm-hmm.
Irrational fear.
Or hatred.
Or hatred.
Yeah.
Right.
I've looked it up several times, so I know it.
Okay. So she would consider us fatphobic.
But we are fat.
But how are we fatphobic?
I think that fatphobic is a term that people use because they don't want to hear negative things, when in reality, people are just concerned about your health most of the time. And yes, there are the occasional bullies, but even those I wouldn't call fatphobic. They're just bullies.
It's definitely not an irrational fear of fat people, and it's definitely not a hatred of fat people.
I think it can be a hatred of fat people.
Yeah, but she's talking about it as if, like, the whole country is fatphobic. Like, everyone hates fat people.
That's crazy because the whole country is fat.
Exactly. So it doesn't make any sense. Like, these people use words, and they use words in order to get across a message, but the word that they're using isn't accurate to the message they're trying to put forth.
Right.
So they're dumb.
Yeah.
And these rich people think that, well, they know better, right? She thinks she knows better. She's the smart one, and everyone else is wrong, or at least half the country.
I'm ready to hear what the rest of her point is before I start saying stuff. Sorry.
Everybody has to take their whole life's journey in this one body that they've been given. And I think one of the gifts for me of having issues with my health has been realizing how hard our body is working for us all the time. I have a relationship with my body now that exists outside of those things, and I feel very lucky for that. We live in a culture that is so...
Well, with the amount of weight she has on her body, I'm sure her body is working quadruple overtime in order to sustain life.
Your body is its own thing, yes, but it suffers based on your mind and what you choose to do. And that is true for anyone who's super skinny, for anyone who's super fat, for anyone who's a little fat, and for anyone who's a little skinny. You are conscious of what you're putting into your body and what's causing it to have to go into overtime. We all are. And to sit there and say that it is an independent, its own thing, it's different than the rest of me. No, whatever you put into your body is what causes your body to look the way it does. And
it has to do with your brain.
And yes, there's medical issues that make it harder to lose weight, but nothing that's going to make you blow up like a whale.
But it has to do with your brain. I mean, she blew up. She was always...
I've always been
heavier, but now she's like morbidly ×5 obese.
I had a skinnier moment in life, but I never was like skinny. I've always been on the hefty side of things. So I guess that's where it's like there's mental patterns that you struggle to break. Mm-hmm. And it's okay to admit that, but it's not okay to blame everyone else for that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To blame society, to blame fat phobia is why I'm not accepted by the world. It's not the fact that my numbers in the doctor's office aren't that good, or that I have a hard time walking upstairs, or like anything. I don't, but like that's what comes with the heavy weight gain and time is you're gonna have like a lot of medical issues.
But should doctors just affirm her fatness instead of telling her to eat healthier or to move more and work out more? Would that be fat phobic of him?
No, because that's just what's recommended. I mean, doctors...
Yeah, but to her, that recommendation would be fatphobia.
Doctors used to be way more aggressive with it. And they'd be like, yeah, you're just too fat.
You're just too fat, that mid-Atlantic accent.
Here's a tapeworm. Eat that and you'll be better.
You'll be better.
I don't think that's how we should be handling things. But I don't think that, like, your doctor being like, hey, your weight is concerning. I don't think that's a bad thing. Because it should be brought up. They're there to tell you about your health. And if your weight is a health concern,
I think social media is to a degree. I wouldn't say fatphobic because that's not the
they're
right
like
word, but
fat fanatics. They like make it so it's like a pedestal you're on. It's like a good thing, and if not even a good thing, it's not a bad thing. And if you bring any attention to it, then you're bad. That's what I've noticed.
social media is extreme on both ends of the spectrum. We have the morbidly obese people. That's why we have like the 1,000-pound sisters, and we have shows like that are popular. But then we also have a crap ton of people on social media who have rich parents who are young and are attractive and they're fit. I have to say that in quotes, and that's pushed algorithmically across all social platforms. So, you know, America, majority of us are overweight, and we see that. And seeing that, so those social media posts and getting a lot of attention and stuff like that, that doesn't help people want to be thinner. It actually makes us hate ourselves more to the degree that we start to eat because we're depressed, because we're seeing these people all over the place. If I saw that less, I can guarantee you I would feel a little bit better about myself and I would want to push myself further. But they don't
you think
have...
that if you saw less fat people, you'd want to push yourself harder? Is that what you said?
I'm saying that if I saw less people bragging about how hot they are and the algorithm pushing only like hot and attractive people who are incredibly fit, if they stopped pushing that and started pushing more like, here's how to get healthy, here are like some hacks that you could use, if that was pushed more, I think that would be more beneficial than this like airbrushed, flawless, great life, not worrying about money or food or weight videos. You know what I mean?
Yeah, if healthy living was promoted. I was thinking before when you were talking originally, I was thinking if I watched my 600-pound life, would I gain weight or lose weight? Would I want to eat because I'd be so depressed, or would I not want to eat because I'd be so grossed out? Would I grab some ice cream and watch it, or would I throw my ice cream out halfway through? You know what I mean?
I don't think I would really have a reaction either way to it. I would be disgusted, but I don't think it would deter me from eating. When it comes to eating, that's more of like a habitual. You know, it's a habit, it's a pattern, it's a what's the word I'm looking for? It's a routine. You know, you have a routine. You have like a bad habit routine, and that's really hard to break. And social media doesn't push a lot of videos into the zeitgeist.
Well, because the health stuff
that.
doesn't push as well. If you see a skinny model eating a salad, you're like, okay. If you see a fat guy eating a salad, you're like, yay, right?
Yeah,
But if you see a rail thin model eating cake, that's the best of fucking both worlds.
Why?
Because you want to be skinny and eat cake.
Yeah, but you can't be skinny and eat cake all the time.
No, but like the human brain wants to.
Sometimes, like
We're like dogs, dude. We're like dogs. If you hand us the right piece of food, we're gonna eat it. It's like, are you hungry? No. Well, here's a piece. You want beef jerky? No. Do you want a Twizzler? No. Do you want a fucking piece of cake? It's like, oh shit, man, it's getting better and better. You like have like rankings of things you want more and more.
I used to. There was a time in my life when I was incredibly depressed, and I just got so tired of eating.
Yeah.
Everyone just like. Because I come from an Italian family. When my grandparents were alive, it was always time to eat. You ready to eat? And I'd be like, ugh, I'm just so tired of pasta. Like, I just can't. I can't. It was just exhausting to eat. So I didn't really eat a lot. When I did eat, you know, it probably wasn't the healthiest, but I didn't really eat a lot. And that's when I was at my thinnest. But now, because of so many extra stressors in life, it becomes like a form of curing boredom and curing, and I use curing loosely.
No, it's like a remedy.
Stress. Yeah, it's like I'm pissed off and I can't punch a wall or like leave, so I can only do certain things. You know, sometimes people are stuck in a fucking corner and there's nothing that you can do about it. So she's fat, she's miserable. I'm fat. I'm not blaming everybody else. Like, the only people who do that are people who don't take accountability because they've been spoiled their whole lives.
I like to be fat and jolly. I'd like to be skinny and jolly, but you know,
Have you ever been skinny?
No. I said I'd like to be.
When you've been skinny?
Being
And
fat
then you
makes
be-
me grumpy.
Oh.
Maybe
Yeah.
that's the trick. If you ever see a happy fat person, it's because they've never been skinny.
Probably.
I told
I'm
you I
willing
got
to bet
close.
that.
I got close to skinny, and then I bounced back up because I got in a very happy relationship, asshole. And now we're back here. So like, just make me miserable again, and I guess I'll lose weight. You guys aren't using it right.
Using what?
The miserable. I'm happy, so I'm like, oh, eating, yay.
Okay, one
Like,
step
comment,
at a time. One step at a
subscribe.
time. I'm not even done.
Oh, sorry. Jesus Christ, there's more?
Yeah, because then this dummy said something else. She said, my pronouns are she, they. I still align with some femininity and therefore will stay a sister and a daughter. But if you could kindly stop referring to me as lady or woman from here on out, I'd be most grateful. Okay.
She refers to lady and women. Can refer to lady and woman. Right?
They can't refer to her as lady and woman is what she's saying.
But these two words, if I were to say they're over there, you could think, okay, it's a man or a woman or many people.
I would be thinking it's many people. Who are they? Who's this group of people that you brought?
But if I say she's over there, you
Yeah.
know it. Yeah.
I know it's a lady.
The term they does not exclude lady or woman. If you said he, they, then you can exclude lady and woman. But it doesn't work that way. If you're a sister, you're a lady. If you're a daughter, you're a lady. If you're a they, you're a Barbie or a Ken. But still,
What flag is that, by the way?
I think that's the vomit flag.
Is that the lesbian flag or the non-binary flag?
I think it's the non-binary flag, but I don't even know if that one's that ugly.
I don't give a shit how she identifies herself as. She can identify herself as like a frog that's a paraplegic, for all I care. But she doesn't get to dictate how I speak about her when she ain't around. Or even if she is around, you don't have the right to move my lips and control my airway in order to make me say what you want me to say. Unless you want the same in return, I'd probably stop telling people how to fucking speak.
Yeah, I mean, clearly that must be the non-binary thing or something because it is all over. You got the little satchel, you got the cat.
Let's
Yeah,
see.
it's already up there. You didn't even have to finish typing.
Non-binary flag. Okay, if you're gonna be non-binary, at least look androgynous. Okay, because I can't read your lunatic
She looks
brain.
like a lesbian going to
Are you
a country.
psychic? Are you like? Can you read minds? What is that? It's not a psychic. It's a.
Telepathy? Tamama.
Is it telepathy?
Or is that when you know? I don't know. Telekinesis is when you move things.
Yeah, maybe it's telepathy.
I think it's telepathy.
Yeah. So I can't read this tard's brain. I don't know what the frick she's thinking. How do I know how she identifies? All I know is how she looks.
She looks like she's going to a lesbian hoedown.
Yes. Definitely one that I would never go to.
But with like the rainbow bandana hanging out the pocket. The rainbow like flannel. I didn't know what the flag was. I wouldn't have caught the t-shirt thing. I would have been like, it's a cat, you know? But like, you can't tell me that you're non-binary while looking completely binary.
Yeah, you'd at least have to cut your hair really short and then wear like male clothes and not have such a female stance and way of moving.
I've seen more convincing female identifying lesbians.
Yeah, if you were
that
a
look
butch
more butch.
lesbian, then I would consider you androgynous.
Yeah, yeah. You know the kinds I'm talking about, where they have the
Yeah.
man's haircut.
Yeah.
They're pretty bulky.
Yes.
Short usually.
They're usually a
with
little
respect.
chubby.
But they're usually still very muscular women with like that real short buzz
Buzz cut. Yeah.
kind of action going on. Buzz sides at least. And yeah, I mean you're not doing that. And I would give more credit to those women that look like the ones that get served.
That's like a white woman identifying as black, looking white, and is expecting everyone to identify her as black. You know, it's like, I don't know how you were thinking about yourself. So how the fuck am I supposed to know what you identify as? And why should I tiptoe around words in order to satisfy you when I don't even know you? Why should I give a crap about you because you're a human being and I should show you some decency because you're a human? But what if you're a bad human? Should I still show you decency? I don't know if you're good or bad. In order to give you decency, shouldn't I at least know if you're a good or bad person? And even then, I'm not going to go out of my way to treat you a certain way that you want to be treated when I don't know you. I'm going to go about my day. I'm probably going to ignore you. And if you have a problem with that, then you have a problem with yourself more than other people.
I don't know if comparing sexuality or pronouns to race is the best thing.
Listen, I could give a flying about that shit anymore. I don't care.
I feel like you can see race, but you can't see someone's sexuality, is all I'm saying.
You can see whether they're a male or a female. But I can't see if they're non-binary.
I said sexuality.
I didn't mention sexuality. I said male or female, black or white.
Yeah, but you can't
I can see if you're a woman.
Okay, fine. There's some very androgynous looking people out there.
What are you talking about? The 0.00001% that fool people? We're going to use the exception in order to.
Whatever. I'm going to stop. I'll just let you have it. Whatever. You can win.
I won.
I give up.
She gave up.
I dropped my point.
Yes, because I was right. That's right.
Okay. Like, comment, subscribe.
Like, comment, subscribe. These people are Looney Tunes. Don't tiptoe. Don't walk a mile just to appease these people who are crazy and don't even give a crap about you anyway. All they want to do is control you.
Hey, wait. Did you like, comment, and subscribe?
Probably not.
Double check.
But you should.
Make sure you did.
Now.
Do it.